on this first play.
They're going to throw on first down. Down the sideline, it's Smith. A gain.
Now, this early in the season, to have 6 completions over 70 yards.
There's the pitch to Peoples. Embry Peoples blown up.
Because he's going to have a blocker on him. As this thing develops, watch the slot back arc out right there. That is the toughest thing in football, to play through that blocker and make a play in the open field. That was a
and long. The keeper by Washington.
He's going to have a big day.
The toss to Smith. He's got the first down and more. Nice cutback by Orwin Smith. The toss to Roddy Jones. He's down the sideline.
This time you're going to see the safety get chopped. Watch the fullback coming out here, and right there. When I talk about the toughest thing in football, that's what I'm talking about right there. When people talk about low blocks.
This time they keep the defense honest. David Sims on a dive right for a gain of 2.
In the kicking game with penalties the last couple years, just break even.
Well, that's more than a break. Could be 2-down territory here for Georgia Tech, depending on what happens on third down. And a false start. Yards a gain. Your play action pass is going to be pretty effective. Straight back to pass, Washington. Slings one right. Short of the first down is 3 weeks of the season. Dive up the middle to David Sims. And he's cut down.
B.J. Cunningham to set up a score there on top of Central.
Well, Reese, there goes Orwin Smith.
Option play. It's a toss sweep. They're just going to take the ball right now and toss it to the slot back in motion. But the real key is the blocking out here on run support. Right there and right there, the corner, Charles Brown allowed run support, which is something you don't do on a week-to-week basis.
The toss to the near side. This one's...
Defensive coaches, this is the toughest scheme to defend.
This time the toss goes to Roddy Jones, and he is dragged down on 3rd and 5. Washington will throw for it. To the sideline, high. What a catch made by Stephen Hill.
This is a 6'5" receiver. That's going to be on SportsCenter, but you talk about a one-hand grab. That's all of...
But now Georgia Tech is in their wheelhouse in the red zone. Sims, boy, he is a pile driver.
Really like this formation because they know what Carolina's lining up in on defense.
Great job by the Carolina defense.
3rd and 11. More of an obvious passing down.
Washington under pressure, trying to buy some time, flips it into no man's land, a dangerous throw.
Hey, right there.
So Georgia Tech back in business at the 22-yard line. Washington back in the red zone. A dive play left to David Sims. Quentin Coples, 3rd down and 4. The toss to Orwin Smith. Blockers out in front. He's got a first down.
He knows the run support player is right here, and he's going to pull the slot and block the run support. He knows he's getting a 3-deep look. And he's going to try to get the ball in that alley, right? It's unbalanced formation because he knows what you're playing.
Now they run the counter. There's the toss, and it's on the ground. A turnover.
That's what you count on if you're Carolina. Can they execute? They come with a little trap option. Just a poor pitch right there. That would be a great atmosphere at Kyle Field in College Station. Oh.
Down the sideline, Stephen Hill, wide open, walks into the end zone with a touchdown.
Tell you what, when you ask your corners to play run support, they peek inside. Watch what happens right here. The corner peeks inside. He has the pitch. Run support, they peek into the backfield. See that? If you're going to allow him to do that, the safety who shows up late,
the touchdown.
You wonder why that's so wide open. They're going to ask this corner to play run support, and then this safety roll over the top. But the counter action by the quarterback makes that safety go the opposite way. So that little subtle counter flow action by the investigate something about these offensive linemen that people don't think about. You look at the difference between offensive tackles. The 6'2" guy with all that weight forward in the triple option. Totally different job description.
Washington to throw. Slings one to the sideline in traffic and intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. Still on his feet. Boston hit from behind. Needs to protect the football and does.
To that, you're going to see the little wheel route. If we let this roll right now, you're going to see the inside receiver become the outside receiver. And really just a poor decision. Poor decision to throw that.
To the Hall of Fame because he got the ball to Karl Malone. A little toss to Orwin Smith. And Smith banged out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Well, he forced one there. Tevin Washington tries to protect the ball. Comes up short of the first down. All right, Reese, 3rd down and 1, and a dive by Washington moves the chains.
One of the most emotional guys in coaching.
The counter this time, and the toss. Embry Peoples has a lane across the 40.
Make a lot of plays, but I want to show you how difficult it is, again, with this blocker arcing out on you in the open field. Right now, your eyes have to be on the blocker. That is really a good... How difficult to play off a blocker like that.
All in all, it went for 8, and now a first down to David Sims.
How they're going to play run support. Out here in this area, who's going to support the ball?
Toss to Orwin Smith, a little stop-start. And he scoots down the sideline.
Balanced.
And they'll throw. Tevin Washington gets outside the pocket. Takes a pop and spins maybe for a yard. It'll be 3rd down and a long 4. Washington, nice cutback. On the keeper, he's got a first down.
Yeah, you said it. I mean, they had an opportunity. This is one right here where they have the quarterback accounted for. But look at the size right there of Tim Jackson.
They have failed to convert a couple of times in the red zone. Washington throws a jump ball down the sideline. Fighting for it is Hill, and he's got it inside the 5.
Yards a catch. This is pretty simple. Doesn't matter if you call it triple option or call it spread. He might have pushed a little bit. Might have got away with a little offensive pass interference right there. At 6'5", he's a tough matchup.
Threw it up there, asked him to make a play, and he did. 1st and goal. Washington on the keeper. Right, 2nd and goal for 2. Washington maybe picked up a half yard. 3rd and goal. They toss it to Roddy Jones. He's got a touchdown.
Yeah, when I talk about unbalanced, to this short side, all Georgia Tech has is a tackle who's actually a tight end and a slot right here. If they're going to bring the slot from the other side across and run the toss to the short side away from the unbalanced. Again, you're forcing that corner. There's a lot of things, but this unbalanced formation with only 2 guys on the short side, Tech takes the slot. He's the pitchback. It's just a toss sweep. The fullback's going to be the lead blocker out in support. Carolina keeps putting the linebacker on the quarterback. That block right there, they're going to win that block on offense. They have to somehow take the pitch from the line of scrimmage. All that grass out there.
Counter handoff to Roddy Jones. Not a lot there. The toss, and Jones tries a cutback.
Georgia Tech.
3rd down and a short 5. Georgia Tech 6 for 8 on 3rd down. And they've got another. And again, it's Stephen Hill. He has made big play after big play.
All 22, they just line up and they're in 3 deep because they have to respect the run. And Stephen Hill just runs right up the seam. So you get such simplistic coverages on passing downs. You know, that's stealing, but you have to defend a run. Here's our play right here.
Orwin Smith on the toss. Breaks a tackle with a flag down.
Play off the blocker right here. He's going to have to play off the block of the fullback and then make the play on the ball carrier. You're going to see how difficult this is. Actually, they changed up the blocking scheme just a little bit right there, but Carolina problems.
Counter handoff to Embry Peoples, and he scoots inside the 25. And a first down carry for David Sims.
Lawrence game, Tech's winning that right now.
A 1-yard gain for Sims. Nice job by Carolina there. Washington flushed out of the pocket, and he's dragged down.
Yeah, you have to go back to the negative play on second down by Travis Hughes. Getting a passing down like this, it's
True.
What would Rex Ryan do if the Raiders came out in this triple option? Think he could defend this stuff?
Little wide receiver hitch. It's caught by Tyler Melton.
They turn on you very quickly because it's all run.
Very close to another first down for Embry Peoples as Tevin Washington barely got the pitch away. Third down and an inch. And they'll sneak it with Washington, and he'll pick it up.
To play against this. I mean, that's the starting point.
Quick hitch to Hill. And he works hard down the sideline to the 40-yard line.
You know, you're going to get almost all one-on-one coverage. That's a great effort by a 6'5" Stephen Hill, who you have to be happy for. Hill.
Bouncing outside Orwin Smith. What a job to stay on his feet, pick up the first down. He recruits, and you get a good look here at the type of quick offensive lineman you need to recruit.
And this is one of the few times, Bob, where you're going to see the offensive tackle actually have to block the guy over him. And you see right there, he's just going to stalemate. There's where you see him actually block the defensive end lined up over him.
Trap handoff to Sims. He's to the second level. He's close to another first down.
It was like we were sitting in the home with Paul Johnson selling us.
There goes Washington. He weaves his way for a first down.
It was the same as the pro offense. Uh-oh.
That's an inaccurate throw.
LSU shutting this Georgia Tech offense down in the Chick-fil-A Bowl.
Cutback run by Washington.
Whole game situations.
Big third down. Trap handoff to Sims. He's got a first down and more. First and goal, Georgia Tech, all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Play call right there.
The dive this time to Charles Perkins.
He just calls it when the game starts.
Washington keeps it himself at the goal line. Just shy. 13th play of the drive. Washington tries to sneak it, and he's in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Thing you have a big 6'5" receiver out here that you may just throw the fade to.
2-point try for Georgia Tech. They'll run the toss to David Sims, and it doesn't get much easier than that.
Pick, and you realize it's a frustrating afternoon. Somebody blocking down around your knees. Possession in them if you're Carolina.
There goes David Sims.
On our locker room alert play was big.
The counter. Washington breaks a tackle.
Like he can make 5 yards in 2 downs.
Tevin Washington, a shovel pass through traffic, and North Carolina sniffs it out.
Matching possessions. Carolina had a chance right there, didn't take advantage of it. As any defensive end that plays against this offense, you become frustrated. And here's why you become frustrated. You're triple teamed right there. You're chop blocked right here. Handcuffed because the style that he's playing against.
Second down. Down the sideline, wide open, and dropping the football.
Touchdown pass now.
After the drop, 3rd down and 7 for Georgia Tech. Tevin Washington under some pressure. Hit as he throws. Low throw, scooped up by Tyler Melton. 4th and a yard.
We're going to try to draw him offside. Yeah. That surprises me. He wouldn't.
We have a terrific game, tied at 28. Back to the offense. Tevin Washington. A cutback.
Because they're not going to get it back if they don't convert.
Washington with the pitch. There goes Roddy Jones down the sideline. Roddy Jones stays in bounds inside the 10.
Sung hero today for Georgia Tech.
Washington will keep it himself and get to the 5-yard line. Smith lined up as a slot receiver to the right. They spread it out a little bit, and that gives Washington the try and dive for the ball.
Yeah, the ball never actually left possession of the returner, though.
That's a tough one for North Carolina.
Tough call.
And North Carolina now calls timeout.
Now, you see right there, just the quarterback follow play.
And he's got a first down. Tevin Washington lets the play clock wind all the way down before giving it to David Sims. And Washington heading south, needs to head north, lost a bundle. About a minute and a half to go in the game. No timeouts for North Carolina. And they run the dive to David Sims.